It's only week 2 here on the offensive breakdown, and we've already entered slippery slope territory. Why? Well, this year, 2014, I've been trying to do these videos every single week, staying current with the Saints' schedule. It's hard to do these videos on a Monday or a Tuesday after a game day when your team's lost. And it's very hard to do without emotion when your team starts the season 0-2. Haven't won a game yet. And let's be honest, folks, they aren't playing very well. So how do I do it? How do I be constructive for you, the viewer? How do I take the emotion out of it and produce a video that's beneficial? I think my wife had a pretty good suggestion. She said, Frank, don't say much. Matter of fact, she says that a lot. It's hard to get down on an offense that puts up 397 yards and 24 points on the road. But at the risk of sounding like a broken record when it comes to the defense, who isn't playing very well, let's be honest, we'll focus on what the Saints offense could have done to achieve victory in Cleveland. Yeah, I know, I'm reaching here. If you're like me and you follow these things, you know one common theme in our road/struggle games historically has been that Drew and the offense always say things like, well, the defense gave us different looks, or the defense took away our deep shots. Well, against Cleveland, in my opinion, the Saints kind of shot themselves in the foot. First 6 plays of the game went like this: pass, 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 and pass. The Saints would eventually learn they could run the ball at will against the Browns, and that would end up netting them 174 yards on the ground. But until they realized that, their opening script only netted them 2 3-and-outs, 1 sack, and 0 offensive flow. Now, asking the Saints offense to be perfect in the red zone is a hard thing to do. But once again, we don't want to pile on the defense. They're not the problem. Yeah, right. Here's what Cleveland did to make sure that New Orleans was only 3 of 4 in the red zone on Sunday. 8:04 left in the first quarter. It's 1st and 5 from the 12. The Saints come out in 11 personnel, then send Kerry Robinson in motion left. That's right, empty. The Browns know what the Saints are going to do here. They're going to pass. Everyone knows that. So what do? Well, they respond by rushing 2. That's right, 2. Dose. 1, 2. That's it. There's nowhere for Drew Brees to throw the ball. The clock in his head goes off, so he takes off and gains a few yards. On 2nd down, Tashawn Gibson beats Ben Watson on a block and saves a touchdown. By the way, missing blocks was a key all day. It should be our 2B here. Watson missed a block on the first sack of the game. Armstead was beat on the pick 6. That allowed Kruger to get the pressure. And PT missed on an assignment on the final sack of the game. Back to what my point was, though. In the red zone on 3rd down, Josh Hill is knocked off of his spot. That disrupts the flow of the play, and he can't get to the needed 1st down marker. The Saints would settle for a field goal, which means they didn't finish the drive. And that leads us to number 3. We're in the 4th quarter, and after starting on their own 10-yard line with 8:59 to go, the Saints march 59 yards in 10 plays to the Browns' 31-yard line. On 3rd down and 5, contrary to what people on message boards and fan forums say, the Saints decide to run the ball. It's a pitch to the left side. And look they even have Teron Armstead leading the way. I mean, it looks like the Saints are going to get that 1st down, and with 3:30 and change left, maybe even run out the clock, or at least make the Browns use all their timeouts. Only that's not what happened. You see, someone on the sideline called a timeout, and the play never happened. After the timeout, as you know, the Saints went to the pass game. They tried to get the first through the air, but Carlos Dansby would turn the play into a sack and loss of 7. He gets through untouched. We already spoke about why. The Saints could not finish the drive, and thus they could not finish the game. Now, Thomas Morstead would come on, punt, execute perfectly, put the ball in the Browns' 4. I mean, all the Browns had to do was drive 96 yards to take the lead. That's impossible, right? Oh wait, I forgot. This is not about the defense. I will leave you with this. It's not that bad, Saints fans. We still have a good team, and as my 4-year-old son points out, what the Saints need to do to right the ship is actually very easy.
What do the Saints have to do to get a win?
Play very hard.
Play very hard?